What's going on, true believers? It is your man, Keanu Believes. Guys, if you like crypto and you like me, leave a like. Leave a dislike if you don't like me. Make a comment down below. Tell me how great or what an asshole I am. Either way, it's fine. But guess what? The reason you felt a little bit of a thud last night was because Binance is now being regulated by the European Union, and it is to stop derivative and futures trading, which means there are no more shorts and no more longs. So the thud that you felt overnight, that was just the assholes getting it in the ass. This is not financial advice. All right, guys. Hope you like the way I work it. Not sure what that means, but sounds pretty hot. So we're down about 9% today at 1103, which is not great. But if you go down, and I won't take your time, go through Kishu, go through Sanshu, go through Shiba, go through Hawk. All of them are suffering right now from the phase one process where everybody's in Bitcoin, everybody's in Ethereum. Full disclosure, I have a stock in Ethereum and AMP. And I moved all my AMP over into Ethereum because I figured that around 8 cents was as high as it was going to go. And then I looked last night, oh my God, Ethereum, good game. But everything is about Ethereum and Bitcoin for the moment. It's going to be that way for just a little while. But again, what I announced in the beginning, if you are wondering why there was a big thud in the market last night and $20 billion bled out very quickly, I'm about to show you. All right, so Bitcoin's down 2.5% from 24 hours ago. It's still up 20% on the 7-day cycle. Market cap is 1.53 trillion. 24-hour volume, however, is 78 billion. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is that? Well, today is call day. This is the moment where all those shorts and all those longs are coming due. So there's going to be a lot of people making a little bit of money, especially the people in the longs. It looks like early on. And it looks like the shorts, I don't know what to say if you're shorting, but I know someone who does.
Yo, short, you about to get wrecked as shit. You better ask your mother about that.
Thank you very much, nuclear physicist, handsome gentleman, and obvious graduate of MIT. Anyway, let's move on. So the big story today is that Binance is going to wind down derivatives in Europe. Malaysia orders closure. What you are experiencing right now, Binance is under attack because all of the bad things that you don't like about the cryptocurrency market, other than pump and dumps, anything that's bad, it's happening in Binance. So they are going through some things. Security Commission issued a public reprimand against the company and ordered it to disable the website and mobile apps in the country. In Europe, Binance said users in Germany, Italy, and Netherlands will be unable to open new futures and derivative positions on the platform with immediate effect. Existing positions will be closed by an as-yet undetermined date, which, of course, is going to be 30 days, maybe 90, depending on how well they negotiate. But the decision is its latest move to distance itself from products and services that have drawn the scrutiny from regulators in a slew of different markets. Earlier this week, Binance announced it was stopping crypto margin trading involving sterling, the euro, and Australian dollar. Now, what does all of this mean to you? Love the smell of Ethereum being traded in the morning. What this means to you is the people that I keep talking about. And I keep talking about the media who is manipulating you for the benefit of the hedge fund people and the futures investors and traders. They are the people who are doing longs and shorts, and they are the people who are manipulating you by not even buying and investing like normal people do. The shorts market is such a horrible, in my personal opinion, not financial advice, place to be, because what you are doing is you are literally gambling on the failure of a person or a product, and that to me has always seemed a very poor calculation by a person of what somebody else's worth is. And I know that this is a money game, and everybody that gets wrecked creates somebody else who gets sent. But I think that it should be on public sentiment and not manipulated by large-scale investors who are doing things simply to cash in on a short term. If you learned anything from GameStop or AMC, it should be that being a short seller is incredibly risky, and it would be nice if we all did not do it. And I would support the outright banning of it myself. However, I do believe that everybody has a certain amount of freedom and that they should be allowed to do whatever it is. You can prey on the ill will or sentiment of somebody else. I don't like it. Don't really. As you can see, guys, I'm struggling with this because this is a matter of your freedom. But let me put it this way. In the United States, I believe there should be some kind of regulation throughout that prevents shorts and longs, but at the same time, I do not want America, the United States, in the crypto space because they are going to destroy it. So let me call it a toss-up for the moment. Let me say that I appreciate what the European Union did in banning futures trading. I do think that it would be better, not just for the crypto space, but it would be better for Wall Street in itself if there were no such thing as futures trading, because that is a form of gambling, and that form of gambling is an easily manipulated form of gambling. So I would think that you would want to stop it. But then again, if I put my money into Keanu and Keanu goes up like crazy, that money is coming from somewhere or from another product. Somebody's moving it, just like Saitama the other day when the people from Shiba moved onto it and sat on it for a little bit. So the money always comes from somewhere. So I would feel better if the money were coming from somewhere. But at the same point, my argument about banning it is it's the same on both sides. The money is coming from somewhere. So somebody has to fail in order for somebody to succeed. The money just can't create itself out of nowhere. We're not the United States Treasury. Anyway, I'm on a rant. I apologize. I know I'm not making a whole lot of sense, but here's the good news. The good news is today is the short call day, and guess what? The shorts are about to get wrecked, son. As long as we can trade at around 40,000 in Bitcoin, it's at 38 right now. But let's see how that plays out. I don't think that this news, even though it affected overnight, it affected Europe. I don't think America's going to care very much about it. I don't think Bitcoin's going to care much about it. So I think that they are about to get wrecked, son. When that happens, you're about to see a parabolic movement from the market in very short order. All of your friends, all of your investors that disappeared on you in the most recent history and put their money into Tether. They are about to pull their money out of Tether, and they're about to get back into all of the things that they were getting into. But you are not going to the moon or Mars yet. You're just going to see some life. You're just going to see in Keanu, we're going to see maybe a nice little lift. I hope. But we're going to see a nice little lift as people get back into the market. But we are still in phase one. We haven't yet reached phase two, even though, as you can see from Ethereum, Ethereum is fighting to be the one, the catalyst that is moving the product. It is Bitcoin. It's still Bitcoin. But we are getting closer and closer and closer to the day when Ethereum becomes a much more viable breakaway. Remember that. Ethereum is slowly but surely breaking away, and it seems like it might be happening right about now. But you have to see it. It has to happen before we can manifest it into reality, and before we can move on and start mooning this market the right way using Ethereum and letting Bitcoin be that gold standard. So, the shorts, you're going to get wrecked, son. Shorts, you're about to get wrecked. That's for you. You're welcome. Anybody else? Guys, hold. The important thing here is if you hold, then a person cannot buy a dip because a dip does not exist. Because if you hold, the price doesn't fluctuate. And we, in Keanu, we just have a lot of paper-handed hoes. And we've got to work them out of the market. They will get out if by the way, none of you saw it, midnight last night, Central Time in America, somebody bought 4 ETH worth 83 trillion. So, guys, things are happening, but we do have these paper-handed addicts who just got to get their fix in. They got to get something. We can't do anything about that. All we can do is be the best investors that we can be. Keep putting the money where it's going to make big returns and big yields. Let's get after it. Let's stay faithful to Keanu, and let's get sent, son. That's all I got. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Don't be indifferent, please. I'm asking you again. Don't be indifferent. Say what you got to say. Tell me I suck. Tell me I don't suck. As long as you tell me something. All right, guys, have a good day. Friday closeout.
Been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles.